This one is about mindset. I talked a lot in the game about the inner game. I talked a lot in the book about the inner game. So I wanted to give you a little bit more depth around this. We can't go too deep, but enough to hopefully you'll unlock this. Two little special things I'm going to share with you at the end of this video. But mindset matters the most because mindset is the foundation that allows us to see new opportunities, to see a new future, to see a new way of being or doing. If you don't have the right mindset, it really does limit what you think is possible and how you can go about achieving what you think is possible or what you even want to achieve. So mindset matters the most. There are more elements to it. You know, we could talk about skill set. We could talk about strategies. We could talk about energy and all the things that go into a normal day and getting something done. But this is about mindset. So hopefully it will be helpful to you. I'm going to look at my notes to make sure I'm covering this correctly. The thing about mindsets is there's some limiting beliefs that we tend to live into. We tend to accept assertions and assessments. I've talked about this on a previous podcast. I'll refer you to there. Go to leadersinthetrenches.com/99 and it'll take you directly into a solo episode where I talk about your truth versus the truth, which is another video that I did in here. But this is specifically about the way you're thinking. And I bring all this up because I really believe that the way we think and the way we see the world allows us to create new actions or keeps us from the actions that are necessary for us to grow. And if you don't have the right mindset, if you don't have someone that's really helping you to see the world as it really is, not as the way you've always seen it, then you're going to stumble. You're going to have to learn some lessons the hard way. And you're still going to learn lessons the hard way, but why not figure out exactly what mindset will unlock this? You know, things like abundance and things like, you know, having the right focus and serving the right way. And a lot of people just hold themselves back, and you really can't do that if you want to be successful and be significant at the same time. So I look at my notes just to remind myself that this is going to be hard. And I didn't need to look at my notes to actually tell you that. It is hard. Like life is hard. Life puts you through things to test you and make you grow. But it's worth it. So you've got to figure out your way through it. I'm going to give you two specific strategies that will help you because I've seen them help others and I've seen them help myself. The first one is to break it down into very small increments. If you're trying to make a shift forward, what's the smallest change you could make? What's the very smallest thing you can make? I was reading a book once, and I can't remember the name of the book, but as the story goes, the doctor was meeting with a patient trying to lose weight, and she was very overweight, and he wanted her to do something and asked her what kind of activity she's been doing, and she's been doing nothing. And so he asked her if you were watching TV, could she just stand? Like, that's not very hard, but it does burn a little bit of extra calories. And she was able to do something very small, very incremental, and her resistance didn't come up. And so I offer this to you because sometimes resistance is what stops us. What's the smallest thing you could do to make that shift? And then you can let it grow over time. She eventually ended up walking to get the mail. I know that's kind of a very small thing, but as she walked to get the mail and that got to be comfortable, she would walk down the block. She would walk around the block. And she was eventually getting to the point where she was walking a great deal and she started losing weight. So I share this with you. Hopefully it'll help you make that shift. Number two in this little example would be leap forward. Really looking at it from a different way would allow you to leap forward that is not happening right now. Really look at experts, look at outside you, who is doing something similar, or maybe you can learn from someone in a different industry that is doing something really big and scary, and you can actually look and study how they're doing that, and you could follow that path. So you could leap forward or you could go with incremental steps. Mindset shifts are necessary. It allows us to grow, and so keep listening into more of these videos, and I hope these are helpful for you. If you ever need to talk about your own mindset, your own limiting beliefs, then let me know. You can schedule calls with me at gene.hammett/call, and that'll put you right on my schedule. I'd love to help you if I can. Talk to you soon.